The 2018 spring game, again with one of the all-time Syracuse great players, Kevin Johnson here, All-American, great player here. Kevin, welcome back home, and you got a little something special on the sidelines for us this year, don't you?
Yeah, thanks, Kyle. Great to see you again, and great to be back up here in the Carrier Dome. See so many familiar faces, and this is a great place.
One of the all-time great receivers, part of Wide Receiver University, as I like to call it, is Kevin Johnson. And I got to ask you the same question I asked Marvin. What made you decide that Syracuse University was your home?
I think when you look at what Syracuse has done prior to myself getting here, you had Rob Moore, you had Quadri Ishmael, you have Marvin Harris and Shelby Hill. Those are phenomenal players, and you had coming here as a quarterback, you had Marvin Graves, and Syracuse was playing at a real high level at the time, and I think this was an institution and a university that I wanted to be a part of and create a great history and some legacy. And what can I say? I mean, it's just still carried it throughout the years, and great to be a part of the history with those guys.
Now, you came here as a quarterback, as we know, played many, many years as an NFL wide receiver, and of course finished your career here at wide receiver. What made you decide to go further away from the football to get on the field?
Well, I think when I came here, Donovan McNabb and I both came the same year, and Donovan turned out to be a heck of an athlete, and I think a heck of a quarterback. A good friend of mine at the time was Marvin Harris, and when he was having a very successful college career, came to me and said, "Listen, Kevin, if you want to be a great player or have a chance to play at the next level, I think you should make the switch to wide receiver, and I will help you make the transition." And it was a great idea, great move, and I always still thank him to today for telling me that and help me work through that transition.
Most players I know don't like to talk about themselves a whole lot, Kevin, but what do you think was your greatest attribute here when you played at Syracuse?
Well, I think transition from the quarterback to the wide receiver was knowing where to be and catching the football. I think when you're catching the football and you can make sure you secure the catch and then try to do something after the catch. You just want to make plays, and I think following in the footsteps behind a lot of those guys. Making plays here was the bare minimum. You had to make plays. You had to play at a high level.
Every kid's dream that plays football wants to play on Sunday.
Right.
What was it like getting that call that day from the Cleveland Browns?
Well, it was huge. I think when you look at considering I only started college football 1 year, and have an opportunity to be selected with the first pick of the second round was really a blessing in disguise, considering the amount of work and effort that it took. But being at a university like that, like this, it's going to take a lot of hard work because you have a lot of talented players around you, and just stay the course, and good things pretty much happen all the time.
Great long career in the NFL, great career at Syracuse University, part of Wide Receiver U. Kevin Johnson, thanks for spending some time with us.
Thanks, Kyle.